Hi, Michael Monaco back again with Brian Murphy. We're going to get a little serious here for a second because reading the short bio with this gentleman, if you are a parent of children, there are few things that keep you up at night. But one of the things that kept me up at night was the fear of losing a child. And nothing traumatizes and affects the family more than having a child predecease you. And this, Brian has experienced this firsthand in an unusual and tragic way. And I want him to share his story. It's a little bit about it and how he worked through it and found, I think, the most important F word in the vocabulary, and that's forgiveness.
Thank you. Yeah, this when my son passed away in 2010, it was the most devastating thing I went through. I didn't know how I was going to survive, actually. But a few things, my family and friends, community came together to help me in many ways that help, in a way, just rise me up and keep me safe in so many ways. For example, to honor my son, we have a foundation in honor of him, the Quinn Murphy Foundation. Just an amazing foundation that gives scholarships to students in the Sweetwater School District. And it's amazing opportunity for me to share my story, my son's story, and give back to students going to college, and also in hopes that many of the kids that we give scholarships to are entering the medical profession. And we hope that Quinn's story will inspire them to make what I call it's not mine, but micro moments of connection with their patients. So it's something that I'm hoping that I can share with others, a gift to anybody and everybody, and I hope that people can learn from my story, from Quinn's story, and when I don't wish this upon anybody, but the one thing I knew I had to do, as much anger as I had, if I was going to honor my son's life, it had to come from compassion. No one wants to hear just an angry story. And that's my goal. And sharing my TED Talk today was about that. And that I had to look at things from a different perspective, and looking at it from the medical side and how difficult it is for them to do their job. So when I was able to do that research and find all that information out, it helped relieve some of the grief and the pain, and knowing that there's a lot of heroes out there that are in the medical profession.
So you use the word forgiveness, which, like I said, is the most powerful F word in the vocabulary. At what point, and it was at your lowest point, did you address that part of your healing had to come through forgiveness? Do you remember that time? Remember that place? Remember the emotions you were there when you realized if you didn't address forgiveness, you might be going down a different path? And what did that feel like?
Yes. Well, there was a couple of instances. I read a book by the Dalai Lama, The Art of Happiness, and his message is a lot about compassion, forgiveness, and to how to honor someone who has passed. So that really helped a lot. And my family, my friends, the foundation, the Quinn Murphy Foundation, and also a doctor that I met through email, Dr. Peter Pronovost, who is from Johns Hopkins. And I emailed him my story, not expecting a response like I shared in my TED Talk. And he responded to me with compassion and introduced me to the idea of micro moments of connection. And he said that, Brian, the way we're going to get through this is by love, like sharing our stories. He goes, you share your story in your community, because that's how we're going to get through this issue we have with the problems we have with our medical system. Yeah.
So in healing, it's a step-by-step process, and you've taken many steps. And today, you were allowed to take a big step through TEDx Chula Vista and share this to even a larger audience.
Yes.
And as we all know, this is the mastermind of Antoine Lincoln. So in a brief moment, you want to share a thank you to Antoine for this opportunity?
Oh, absolutely. Antoine has been amazing through this whole process. He gave me this opportunity. I can't thank him enough to be able to share my story, and he's been with me through this whole process. I've never done anything like this before, so it was. I will say that it was really difficult, just so nerve-wracking, but I met with him several times, going through my script, teaching me all the way through, and I am just so honored and so happy that Antoine gave me this opportunity.
Well, things and events like this happen very unexpectedly, and right now something's going to happen to you unexpectedly.
Oh. Thank you guys so much. My superintendent.
Yeah.
And Rochelle.
Your friend.
I want to thank these two individuals. They've been by my side the whole time, and just the support has been amazing. Thank you so much.